Welcome to the Upgrade the World podcast. I'm your host Josh, and in this episode, I'll be talking about the Bitcoin halving. Back in episode 3, I discussed Bitcoin and mentioned the halving while discussing mining incentives. The halving is the event when the reward for mining Bitcoin transactions is cut in half. As part of Bitcoin's original design, the following consensus rules were established and cannot be changed without consensus agreement by all participants. Only 21 million Bitcoin can ever be produced. There will be a target of 10-minute block intervals. There will be a halving event occurring every 210,000 blocks. And the block reward, which starts at 50, will halve continually every halving event until it reaches 0. In 2009, when Bitcoin was first mined, the reward for each block in the chain mined was 50 Bitcoin. The Bitcoin halving occurs roughly every 4 years. To date, there have been 3 halvings. On November 28, 2012, the block reward was reduced to 25 Bitcoin. On July 9, 2016, the block reward was reduced to 12.5 Bitcoin, and on May 11, 2020, the reward was reduced to 6.25 Bitcoin. The 4th halving will occur in late April or early May 2024, and the block reward will be reduced to 3.125 Bitcoin. Right now, multiple sites tracking when the halving will occur predict the date as April 24, 2024, although there is some room for error since blocks are added to the blockchain every 10 minutes on average. The final halving is expected to occur in 2140, when the number of Bitcoins circulating will reach the maximum supply of 21 million. Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, didn't explicitly say the reason for the halving events. People have theorized the intention was to distribute more coins at Bitcoin's beginning as an incentive for people to join the network and mine Bitcoin, and then reduce the amount of coins given as rewards as Bitcoin's value would increase as it saw greater adoption. An additional theory is the halving was built into the monetary policy of Bitcoin to introduce deflationary measures. The halving contributes to limiting inflation in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Bitcoin's inflation rate was 50% in 2011, falling to 12% after the 2012 halving, and 4 to 5% after the 2016 halving. The current inflation rate for Bitcoin is 1.74%. Another impact of the halving is miners need to adjust their operations to be profitable given the lower block reward, which drives away less productive miners and increases competition. Since the Bitcoin halving reduces the rate at which new Bitcoin are created and therefore lowers the available amount of new supply, there is likely to be an impact on price. Historically, Bitcoin price increases have frequently been linked to halving events, and usually there's an increase in volatility in Bitcoin price following the halving. Basic economics tells us that static or increased demand coupled with the supply shock caused by the halving would cause the price of Bitcoin to increase. However, there is no guarantee demand for Bitcoin will remain at or exceed current levels. In the past, a rise in Bitcoin price has frequently been linked to halving events, specifically in the 12 to 18 months after the halving. However, there have also been macroeconomic events that have played a role, such as the Cyprus bailout in 2012, market manipulation and crypto being in the media spotlight in 2017, and the increased liquidity due to money printing as part of the Fed's quantitative easing in 2020 in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. With only 3 of the 32 total halvings taking place so far, it's hard to draw conclusions about how the Bitcoin price changes before and after halving events. One trend that can be seen from previous halvings is that 1 month before each of the 3 Bitcoin halvings that have happened, the Bitcoin price was lower than it was at the time of the halving. Bitcoin reached a new all-time high in between each halving, so while it's difficult to predict short-term performance after the next halving in April 2024, in the long term, Bitcoin's prospects look promising. 3 months after the most recent halving, the Bitcoin price was up by 35.8%. Many have speculated that Bitcoin will eventually reach its all-time high of $68,790 after the next halving. Others, such as Standard Chartered Bank and Adam Back, cryptocurrency pioneer and CEO of Blockstream, expect Bitcoin to hit $100,000 in 2024. The truth is, Nobody knows for sure, but it will be fun to watch. That's all for this episode. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep upgrading.